Hi, Pisces Mama. I wanted to get the reading. I'm in a weird. I'm. Hey, yo, esa. I'm in a weird way, Holmes. Okay, I'm from LA. We speak like that sometimes. Um, so we're gonna go through this. It's something strange, so I don't understand. It seems like the sky is falling. I feel very disoriented, and I don't know what's going on. I feel like somebody wants us confused. I feel like somebody doesn't want us having self-worth and value, personal power. I feel like somebody wants us to the promises on our life, the things we're supposed to come into contact with in this lifetime, according to the lineage and the origin of our birth, there was a delay. So I'm going to get prepared. I'm going to keep talking here. You know, the covenant in our life, our self-worth, respect, our value, our deservedness, you know, the way we look at ourselves, the way we cultivate ourselves, the way we derive our happiness, and also the ease with which we move through this world is being challenged, is being questioned, is being contested. Somebody feels like it's their mission or their job to knock us down a peg or two, to bring us, you know, to cut us down to size. Somebody isn't happy that we're more blessed than them, and they're jealous of what we have, what we can do, who we are, what's alive in us. It's one or some abstract version of all of that. Us being happy, us going after our dreams makes them feel some kind of way. Now, I don't know if it has to deal with them not doing the work, but see, they seem to be doing a lot to block us. Now, I don't know if this has to deal with our career, money. I don't know if this has to deal with our love life. But ultimately, love and money is the flow. So there are things that can be flowing towards us, and somebody is trying to, you know, cut off the spigot or block the flow of the river or something of that nature. I was looking for something in my the one is a Bluetooth. I was looking for something in the bedroom for in the lodging. I was looking for something to soothe myself, and I'm not finding it. So you know, this reading has my nervous system very kind of contorted. I do feel like we've had to make a surrender, some kind of sacrifice, some kind of impasse, some kind of delay. And it feels also to me like something's out of our hands. I do feel like there's some anointing on our head, so we have kind of protection. I'm getting a lot of that Five of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. That's the covenant, the promise on our life. The Five of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. Somebody is not happy with the calling on our life, and they only right now they only receive happiness by challenging or contesting it. Okay, well, they clearly need some healing there. Okay, so one thing that I noticed is we started this reading right out the jump with work. So there's a lot at our gate, at our door. Something's being dumped on us, at us, on the path. Yeah, I'm hearing shoveling, you know, shit, sitting in shit. Um, that might be somebody's intention for us, or that might be what's happening to us, or okay. So there's a message here for us. It won't go. Let's look at this message. This is. I did a little work for us already. So we have the Page of Swords, Just saying that there's a revelation. The Page of Swords saying that there's revelation, this news, this call that we're receiving. Okay, and I'm so cold. Um, this Page of Swords came out with its home. The Page of Swords lives at the Five of Swords. Okay, this means boundaries and anointing. Okay, it's literally guarding someone's anointing, usually your own, by making choices, and the choices to make are difficult. You have to learn about technical skills. That's what this Page of Swords is saying, and that's what the message is about. This technical skill is maturing, discernment, saying no to things, and getting to higher ground. That's what's up. And we need to learn how to do that. So there's some delay here, and it is a traumatic experience, or we're learning on the battleground with the Tower. So I feel like we're learning on the battleground, and it's a traumatic experience, but this is the confirmation. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, I need to soothe my nervous system. Okay, so we're back. I'm just gonna have the camera off for a minute. And I'm inundated with messages here, so I don't want to pause for too long because then I'll get backed up. I call it the psychic parking lot. I don't want to be stuck on the parking lot after the event trying to get out. A line of cars just to leave the lot, you know. So we just had that. It's Cavalli Denari, the Prince of Pentacles, which means a late arrival. Somebody finally reached their self with the value, their personal power. It's followed by the Nine of Wands. The funny thing is that I put the Prince of Pentacles where the Nine of Wands is supposed to go. The Nine of Wands talks about somebody with an entitlement or standing the ground. We have more fight in us. We have more strength in us than we appear. And this awareness, this awakening is that somebody's at war with us because of our anointing. They have a love-hate relationship with us, and we're beginning to mature away from the vibration that they left us at. So they were able to attack us because they had access to our energy because of the vibration that we were at. They thought that they would leave us in prison and bondage, some kind of sunken place because of where they left us, how they left us. You know, I'm getting very strong Mars in Capricorn, Jupiter, and Pisces energy. Okay. So heart-to-heart conversations. This reading is very stressful. The energy is all over the place. I don't feel grounded, and I can't anchor in. I don't like what I'm doing, what I'm feeling, the energy that I need to anchor into to get comfortable. I don't have my needs met. I feel like something about that is intentional. Like that's what this energy wants for us or from us. Not to have standing or strong ground or something of that nature. We have a soul tie to this person, or we're supposed to have a spirit baby with this person. And I feel because very soon we're going to be ripe with opportunity. We have abundance coming in, so we shifted out of some kind of vibration. And also, romantic feelings are coming. That could be because we have romance or because we need some healing, and that's the vibration that'll help us. We need to get into some playful energy, and we are stressed out because of our finances and career. You know, when we don't have a social outlet, oftentimes that will be what happens. This other person's having family issues, and it keeps saying that child. So children can mean several things. It could mean that we're from the same place in the stars. meaning birds of a feather flock together. But it's on a soul level. It could also be that we have children. In the physical, we have children. It could also mean that we're supposed to have children with our, because love is trying to come towards us. It actually has been, but it's being blocked out. Okay. Because somebody wants to heal a situation with us, so they're blocking new love from coming in. But new love's been coming this whole time. Actually, we were being monitored by this person that doesn't have the same access to us as before, and they saw more money and they saw more love coming, and they're wondering why is this person getting it, and they discovered who we really were, but they didn't see us when we were close to them. So I feel like this is karmic, but this could also be the person that's doing this work to block us, whether it be out in the environment surrounding location, smear campaigning, or whether it be spiritual intervention, energy manipulation. It doesn't matter. The person doing this work to us is also a soulmate, but a different soulmate is coming towards us. I think the person that's doing this work to us, we were assigned to, and or we were connected to somebody, or we were assigned to somebody that they're connected to, or their antagonism against us towards us is because they either want us, they want the person we're assigned to, or they want our assignment, which means the things that come with the assignment, because we're actually about the assignment, which is doing the work, and they're about all the blessings that come with the assignment. For instance, if you work at a federal building, you might have security clearance, or you might be able to pass the initial screening, or you might get a parking space, or you might get your own office, or you might get a business card and an email that says .gov or whatever, what have you. They want that. That's not. They don't want to do the work. They don't want to be a public servant. They don't want to be a light worker. They don't want to be a healer. They want the email address. They want the business card. They want to say, "La di da, look at me." Also, I feel like they're targeting us not just because of who we are, what we are, but also what we receive, how we're blessed. So it's a, we're being targeted, we're being triangulated by all of the demons in this person. Every demon is attacking us for different reasons. So multiple, yep. And also, what got them hooked to us was finances and career, the life that we're supposed to have. Now, if this is a person that we are connected to, and maybe next month we'll have, some of the signs got divine love, some of the signs got very karmic love. So this is a karmic love. Okay, I'm sorry. I love you. Me, myself, I resonate incredibly deep with Pisces energy. My mother was a Pisces. So Pisces sun, not Pisces rising, which you should start with, by the way. Everything else comes second. If you don't know your rising, start with your north node. Everything else has to come second. The accuracy goes way down if you don't do it like that. If this animosity, if this antagonism is going to be different strokes for different folks depending on your community. Some communities understand about spirit work and entering into the spirit world, even the astral, which is a little bit lower. Um, Spiritual manipulation, energy projection. There are families culturally that know about that. If it's not that, it's antagonism. I mean, animosity, not antagonism, which would just be like gossip, slander, smear campaigns, jealousy, haterade. It's the same energy. It's cast differently, projected differently. It's the same energy. A person can hate you and light a candle and curse you twice as strongly as they would be if they just were keeping their name, I mean, our name under their breath. Okay, so um, this person knows that we're abundant, and I feel like the abundance is children. Now, It can be business ideas because children also comes up for a business. But this person is getting around us, trying to get us feeling playful. They're trying to hide their flirting. They're trying to woo us. They're trying to get us somewhere where they can implant us with love. They ain't got it like that. That's okay. So I'm hearing an ancestor. That shiz is from another lifetime, and how they pull through, come through in this lifetime ain't no nothing. They need to rest. Stop with that. Give it a rest. It's a no. Pause. It's a no. Break. It's a no. Full stop. It's a no. Ho. It's a no. Okay. So somebody wants the love. The says so. They think we fly. They like our vibe. Okay, but Pisces is the place in there's magnetic attraction and there's mysterious attraction. So magnetic attraction is people openly adore Cancer. People secretly are obsessed with the Scorpio, and people are mystified. They don't even know half the time that they're in love with the Pisces. You hear what I'm saying? So Pisces, we have this mysterious attraction. Person doesn't know why they're obsessed with us. It's from a previous lifetime. They don't know how to worship. They know how to go to war, but they don't know how to make love. Okay, so they want to implant us with love, and they try to compete with us, or they try to go to war with us, and now they're realizing like, oh, I should have been trying to create with you. I thought you were an issue. I thought you were an obstacle. Yeah, because we were bringing them to the depths of their soul. They're what's called the coaching terminology. They're razor cutting, bleeding edge of their personal growth. Their healing. We brought them to their wound. Something in us brought out their demon to the surface, their shadow to the surface. They're not doing that mirror work, that shadow work. Okay, so there was romantic feelings. They mistook them as maybe I don't. Their family issues and lack of understanding of spiritual love. See, they don't feel safe to love. And they were refusing to get to know each other. They were self-deceptive, false mask. They're walking around false. Again, this is the second time they got this energy. So it's safe for you to love, open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. So they can't pick up what we're putting down. They can't receive what we're getting out. We're pouring into them. They don't have the wherewithal to notice. We just enjoy spending time together with them. And we have self-worth and value. So also they might be trying to get us, or they might have tried to get us, or they might have just tried to take our temperature, or they might have tried to give us an appraisal, a pre-approval letter. Okay, I'm not applying for a loan. I don't need a mortgage from you. You're not my banker. You're not my God. I'm trying to make you my dude. What is this little mess? You want this? Come get this. What? Pull through, homie. What's this be? This little, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Go be the Knight of Cups elsewhere. I need an Emperor. Bye. But they need that. What I just said. What I just said is what it is. Because you turn them from the Knight of Cups to the Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups to the Knight of Wands. So you want to F or you want to fight. It's what it is. This could be the one. You was the one. I don't know what this is because you're confusing me. I don't do confused. If I get whiplash, if I get annoyed, you're out. I can be annoyed, but when I confront the problem, when I examine you and you're the problem, you're out. I flush all shit down the toilet. I'm sorry, I had to wipe my ass and move on with my life. Express your love. So that's just the thing. It's asking us to be more playful or lighthearted, have more of an approachable demeanor. Well, what is this? Because if I'm confused, I'm not open. I deal in specifics. I see, pay attention to the red flags. I'm confused. The signaling is off. What are these cues I'm picking up? Because your words, your actions, your behavior is not matching my intuition, which means that there's pretext here. Okay, so you have a narrative, and I don't need a narrative. I need you to get to the bottom line up front. Okay, let's begin with the end in mind. And what precisely is that? Be specific in your response. This is a person. I'm getting a lot of same-sex energy. Now, let me say this because I haven't said this so far. It's taken turns other than, I wish I could do better, but here we are. When you get the same sex energy, it can mean that this person's in the family. They could be from the same star race. There's other meanings here because we understand sexuality and gender in the third dimension much different than how it actually works in the universe. Now, one thing I will say about this world is we do need heterosexuality. We do need um, a physical example of the poles meeting. Now, even in the higher race, like even in the higher planes, even in the higher dimensions, when I'm saying they might be from the same star race or whatever, entire races of beings actually have a feminine or a masculine orientation. For instance, Syrians are more feminine. They tend to be more of a celestial priestess race, right? For instance, um, you know, the whites, WHYTS, I know they're very masculine in orientation. There's another white, they're super huge and tall. They have a very masculine organization. The lighter colors tend to be, there's a race called the Aryans. I'm not talking about the German one, um, but that's included sometimes. They're another masculine oriented, um, and then now I'm thinking of some. I'm hearing Arcturus and I don't understand, but I'm hearing someone on the septenary system and they're a feminine race. So septarian is like sevens and eights. It's not only sevens and eights, but it's number systems that only include 7 or 8 digits. Um, I like the septenary system, by the way. We do live in a base 10 system. That's for someone. Somebody's also into Bunkmaster Fuller, Holocene, Fullercene principle. That is something that we teach the first class of the mystery school, by the way. It's just when we go through numerology, I need to explain the difference between 1 and 0, and 1 and 0 is actually the same number. Again, it's mysteries. You have to understand the Fuller scene principle and geodesic forms in order to. Okay, so that's for someone. This is for you, baby, not me. I'm confused. Okay, so this is clarifying some red flags. This is the one, flirt. Somebody has religious factors, so they need to get away, to disconnect, to break away from the conditioning and programming in order to allow them to free themselves up so they can come into new love. And it comes through healing family issues by forgiving and learning in the self. They're not aware of that. They haven't got to self-acceptance, self-forgiveness because of their family issues. They don't feel like it's safe to love because of the new love in front of them. And this could be the one, but they're not even able to disconnect from their little conditioning and programming because the triggers are the red flags and the religious figures. So they're trying to signal one thing, but people are picking up on another thing, which means that they're out of alignment. So that's these red flags. That's an issue for them, but they don't understand that they're coming up as an issue. They haven't so they're bordering on narcissism here. There's a lack of self-awareness, self-reflection. So there might be a behavior or two, a trait or two, maybe not a disorder. I'm not qualified to say. My clinical experience is not on the mental health side. So that's the clarification I have on love. I can tell you some of the nature of the situation here. Pisces, I keep wanting to call you Aquarius too. So, um, no, if we're the divine feminine saying to make the first move, so that might be what they need to do. It's the nature of the situation. So, do we feel rejected by them? That would also tell us who it is. The answers that we need are coming. Their energy is gaining momentum. We need to expect powerful change. So, we're the one receiving the change. They need to make the first move then. And they're gaining power. Okay, so they might be receiving help. I just heard somebody joined a FetLife. They got a FetLife account. So what that tells me, let me translate because we know that means the kinky rinky dinky. What that also means is that they're looking for community. okay, that they're looking for examples of people living the life that they want. And we need to allow that because, of course, us being a healing mama, we're going to say, okay, baby, you got this little boo boo. Let me kiss it better for you. Yes, and it's not a no. It is a no, but are we really ever going to not be able to heal somebody that we know is hurting? We're going to lose sleep if we know we left them there to struggle, maybe not suffer, but be in pain. We're empaths, we're healers, right? So they need community, they need friends, they need acceptance, they need multiple examples, they need to feel like they have autonomy. So in saying that statement, feel like they have autonomy, that means separateness. Their thoughts, their feelings, their decision making criteria, their value, judgment, morals are separate, autonomous, separate. They're not an extension of us. And the only way, especially for a male, a man, to know this is to have, here we go. The only bad option is one option. The only bad choice is having one choice. So if he feels empowered to make a choice, which means two or more, and that's the thing with having one person as a source, because they can give two options, but it's manipulation if it's a tie down, if it's a red blue. Do you want to come over on Tuesday at 5 or Wednesday at 7? Meaning, I want you to come over here. Which one works better for you? This is not a sales presentation. You have some choices here. They might not all work for me, but I don't trust what choice that you're making unless you're making an empowered choice, which means an informed decision. How does the person become informed? We can give them information. We cannot make an informed decision for them. They are informed when they feel informed, and we can't be upset if they feel something that we don't want them to feel. If they feel differently than we feel, it means they have autonomy. So there's something there. It might not be with us. We may be just reminding them of something. That would probably be a mother wound, an auntie wound, an older sister wound, maybe even a grandmommy wound if the mother wasn't around. I am hearing that somebody was a crack baby, which probably meant that mommy wasn't around. I was one of those. Okay, but I'm not a Pisces rising. So there's something here. Okay, what falls to the floor comes to the door. This also happened to have fallen in the trash can. Now, it's empty. There's just some paper towels from wiping my eyes. So this person doesn't need to take action. Be bold, make the first move. Cardinal moon and the new moon in Aries. So this can happen around the springtime. For Pisces and Aquarius, I've been getting a lot of messages that something in the, so they're working on something right now. They're working on coming into balance and chilling the out is what I'm hearing. We need to look at the bigger picture. We need to leave them to sit in their energy so that they feel empowered because the choice was theirs. Okay. We can't do the work for them, but we'll work just as hard as they work. So it's really on them in their court. Pisces, do you hear what I'm saying, my dear? So emotions are running high. We want this to move now. Nothing will come of the situation if we try to force it. A win-win outcome is in the forecast, but if we allow them to be empowered, that's a Libra full moon win-win outcome. It comes with the Libra full moon. Okay. In order to tell time, I look at the moon. In order to tell time for manifestation, for my priestesses out there, I look at the moon. Not the record, not any of those other things, just in terms of manifestation. So if we force the energy, nothing will come in the situation. Everybody involved, not just us, everybody involved needs to be more giving. And that's not where we're at right now. Or we need to continue giving to this situation. So this story, this evolved, again, we can't make the decision for them because they haven't even made the decision yet. They do have the feelings, they do have recollections, they do have understandings. And also, this may be the enemy. So love is only a little tiny shift in the frequency from hate. Love and hate really are the exact same spectrum because hate actually restores love. But again, we get lost down here in the third dimension, and it's not Egyptian times. We don't teach people how to retain their soul as part of everyday. In the high school, when you went to high school back in Egypt, if you were not a slave, you would be taught how to save your soul. I'm just waiting for high school to teach yoga, to teach financial planning better than writing a check and managing a budget and filling out a resume. I'm talking about dollar cost averaging, picking stocks and bonds, planning for retirement, understanding fiscal assets, and understanding different asset classes and financial positions. I would like to see that taught. But at least start with yoga. Okay, but understand back in the old day, back in the ancient day, back in the sacred day, when the goddess walked the earth, now the goddess is the earth. But anyways, long story short, back in the sacred day, we would be taught how to save our soul around high school age. Does that make sense? And as a culture and as the state religion, this belief was espoused, and so it was part of society. It wasn't a hidden occult thing in a corner with some reeky deeky tweaky black robed priest, right? Okay, so nothing will come in the situation right now because they're not. We shouldn't convince them that they want this. We need to be confident in ourselves. They need to be confident that they in themselves really that they can come towards us. Emotions are running high, so we feel everything that they're feeling, which is why we want to help them. But again, we respond to our feelings different than they respond to their feelings. That's a problem with empaths. I really hate that. How you feel about this? Why are my feelings relevant? My feelings inform my experience. Are you trying to co-create an experience? Are you trying to drive into an outcome? What is the outcome that you want? Stop asking me about the data. Um, if I'm balancing my checkbook to know that this check that I'm cashing you is going to clear, you don't need to know, you don't need to look at my math. You need to know if the check is going to clear. Why do you need to know? You already got the check from me. Why are you asking me about my balance? And then why do you need to see the math that I did on my reconciliation? What is this? You're doing too much. All I need is to check the clear. All you need is to check the clear. Why are we going so far? Why you need to know what my feelings are? My feelings inform my experience. I'm still processing. I feel this, and then the next second I feel this, and then the next second I feel this. You want to go through a kumbaya lullaby with me? Let's create an experience together. Stop sitting here, us opposing an idea together. Stop. Stop. You don't need to walk me around the block like a dog on a leash. I'm going to feel this 1 second and this the next second and this and that. Let me process my experience and settle in. Let me get through what I'm going through. Let me own some of this. Right now, I'm just in shock. Maybe I'm grieving. Maybe I'm mourning. Maybe I'm procrastinating. But you lighting a fire under my ass, you created it. I need to be the one that created it. I'm the masculine. I need to come get this if I want this. And also, you need to give me the opportunity to lose this because you shouldn't be sitting there. So this is what their higher self is saying. So one thing that I do want to say is we have some kind of judgment about them. We haven't addressed because some of these people are the enemy. So love and hate is not that separate. This person would be jealous of our practice. And so they might be like, I don't know how to handle your religion. I don't know how to handle your belief. I don't know how to handle your spirituality. You and your blessings, you and your meditation, you and your yoga. They might talk like that. Um, you and your intuition. Here's the translation. And we might have picked up on this already. You're very noble. I don't know how to deal with that. I can't be a piece of shit human around you. You have a lot, you're very righteous. You have a lot of integrity. That makes me nervous. I can't stand in your light. You're very strong. You confront and combat your fears. You act despite your fears. You don't balk at fear. You don't allow the opinions of others to keep you from living your best life, being your highest, biggest, brightest, and best self. You will accept the consequences of standing in your truth. I don't know how to do that. Um, you seem to have a spiritual life balance. You seem to be guided by faith, not by sight. That scares me. I need a job. I need security. I need certainty. I can't handle that. You seem to be doing your work. You seem to be healing. I'm still stuck on stupid. I'm still living in the past. I can't stand near you. I can't stand in your light. This is the person that this reading is about. So we're getting a reading about an enemy and a person who has love, and we might be reassigned love because of the healing that takes place in ourselves by being abused or misused or mistreated or misjudged or misperceived or mistaken by this person. Us trying to pour into them and going through the process of self-worth and value and worthiness and deservedness is going to prepare us to receive the love that we're giving to them. It might be from somebody else, but right now we need to focus on this person and focus on ourselves. So focus on ourselves by preparing ourselves to be willing to leave. Some of us are still stuck. Now, we shouldn't be. That codependency did not come out. The overall situation is children. So this might be our spiritual child. We might be from the same origin in the stars. They're our sister. So this is a masculine that has a goddess on the inside. They're our sister. This masculine is our sister. So adjustments are required, and we need to shift, tweak our thinking. Now, a fiery climax is approaching. We're going to resolve the situation. They need to be more loving, and they're going to have to. They have a lot of pride and ego right now. This is a time for healing. They need to be willing and wanting to do that. So they're going to have a couple of experiences where they're feeling helpless and hopeless. Now, we need to release negativity and understand that when we're feeling negativity, it's not us, it's them. Now, that can't happen until we start going through a few practices to release this negativity. We can't sit there feeling some kind of way and not have recently cleared, recently cleansed, recently purified, and be saying that they're feeling some kind of way. But if we prayed up, if we stayed in the meditation, this is a past life relationship, as I said. They're our sister. And I know they have a dangling this life. I know they're a man in this life, but they're our sister. I'm so sorry, darling. Excuse my language. The spirits are telling me they're using the language. It's the ancestors. This is a bitch. That's what they're saying. It's a black woman. This is a bitch. This is a bitch. This ain't no man. This is a bitch. Excuse my language. But that's what I'm hearing. So I sounds like my mama. Use a hoe. Use a bitch. Okay, but they have that dreamy thing about them, or weird dreamy. They got wooed. Okay. Oh gosh, this reading is crass. Wooed by that kitty. They said the whole word, a kitten. You wooed by this kitty. Okay. Yeah, okay. So somebody is a soft man, but it's not bothering me, and I hate that energy. It's not bothering me. So something about it works for them. That comes out a lot with artists, especially poets. Um, Really, their masculine is just very quiet. They're not looking for approval, so it's not toxic in the classical way. But it is toxic in terms of they have fears about their masculinity. It's been drilled into them um, not to be toxic. Maybe not the language, but so they don't express their anger. They don't express their strong feelings. They might not express any feelings. They might be more dominant in their nature than they present. They may have some kind of drives, desires, passions, motivations that they're not going after. They may have decided to play it safe, maybe intimately or maybe in their life itself. They may also be more dominant sexually than they're allowing themselves to experience, to believe. They may be more alpha than they're exhibiting, or they may not be enough. I don't feel that. Um, I'm not getting a weak little boy. I'm getting a lion that's been tamed, caged. Does that make sense? So also, um, this is a person's soul, lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. It's been drilled into them that they can't be at their full power, and they manifested this life as a man, so they're definitely not in their full power. Excuse me, excuse me. This is what's up, and they're feeling very entitled in their soul. So why don't we look and see what this is? They need to mature. They need to put their time, energy, effort, and attention into maturing. They need to come up out of some bullish. Is what? Dang, they're going so hard in this reading. They are coming for somebody. Yeah, they need to pray to the Lord to intervene and intercede on their behalf, because they've been put in a sunken place, and their destiny, their soul needs to be restored. They need to come up out of that. Um, some of this might be intentional. I'm getting a lot of creepy, nasty energy, like a mother vibe, like somebody on the mother's side, maybe they got to them, they touched them, or they stole their destiny, or something like that. I'm getting all that creepy energy. Two of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, so somebody swapped destiny with this person. This person's been left in a second place because somebody tried to take over their destiny. And this is usually related, this Nine of Wands. It could be inherited narcissism. Not that kind of toxicity is very heritable. Okay, but I feel like somebody is living, walking the path of this person, and they're going to have a restoral, renewal soon. But they've been left on ice because they're not praying, they're not calling out for God. They're stepping deeper into their ego. Yeah, a narc and an empath can go through the same level of abuse. The empath can go through abuse that's 10 times greater. And the empath will have a beautiful, open, pure heart, and the narc will be lost in the dark. Um, Two things, because the narc is a vehicle for a demon, but not every demon is intentionally evil. Some demons will leave hell if they're given a way out. The thing is that they're weak. To face the truth, it's too painful for them. So they can't make it out. You can make it out of hell very easily, but you have to face your karma. You have to cleanse it, purify it, meaning you can't be entitled. You have to be self-reflecting. So there's a demon trying to inhabit the flesh here. Whew. Now I hear grandma singing. Okay, so the ancestors are happy because this man is chosen, and we're gonna lose him because he's not fallen, but he's kind of forsaken. He might be forsaking the ancestors. He might, okay. His heart is closing too. They're very concerned. If somebody's grandma is very concerned because his grandma and our grandma, so it might be great grandma, whoever's in the spirit. Now she would have done a lot of good deeds, or had a very sweet death because she's in the good spirit side. She's not lost to the dark. So our grandma and his grandma got together and made an agreement because there's some type of spirit baby. The reading ended with children, started with children. So we're supposed to make something together, whether it's making music, whether it's making love, whether it's building a business. Um, I can explain this to Pisces. I can't explain this to other people. Sex, I fall in love with everybody. Sex is so much more than knocking boots and falling into bed together. Sacred energy exchange. I can write lyrics with you. I could research analytical or psychodynamic theories with you. I could research primatology with you. I could, you know, file for a few patents with you and spend a week or two together. It doesn't take a lot to fall into love. And sacred energy exchange, SEX, sacred energy exchange. I'm a drummer. I can drum with you. There's some great musicians out there. When we play together, it's better than sex. Okay, I'm a vocalist sometimes. If I fall into the vibe and the beat, and I catch the rhythm and the bass and the spirit, I'm in love. I've fallen in love. So you know, our ancestors got together with their ancestors. They were like, they're gonna make that sex, that sacred Indian exchange. There's gonna be some contribution to the world. We need that in our bloodline. We need that in our lineage. Um, that's really what it is. The spiritual world took a stand for this and is keeping our road open. But again, it's not about the person. It's about the promise from that person. And if we don't get it from that person, the promise will be delivered through another person of the same soul group. So we're probably a spirit that's the wifey of the god that they're a priest to or resides in them or something of that nature. You catching me? Like Lakshmi is married to Vishnu, Parvati is married to Shiva, Saraswati is married to Brahma, Bhadrakali is married to Bhadra, Kashyapa is married to Aditi. Indra is married to Aindri. Okay, so the cemetery came here, the sky came here, the ocean came here, the underworld came here, Yamani. Somebody is a goddess of judgment. I heard that when I said Aindri as well. Somebody here, so somebody here has Mahakali, so all of the goddesses. So they're a Trimurti, Tripura Sandari. So they are a priestess of the original consciousness that created this universe. The feminine watching this reading. So we are, somebody here has Tripura Sundari. So Lalita is your household goddess, basically the great mother. You are a primordial hope. Hello, sister. An honor and a pleasure to serve you. So she created Shiva. She needed a man. Shiva is the man. Okay. I like a buddy who can destroy. Not all. I don't need a preserver god. I need a destroyer god. This is starting to make sense. So it takes a lot of magic to put that kind of god to sleep, and it always happens in the youth, and it usually is somebody on the mother's side, probably related to witches. See, the thing is, this child, he was born, and he got it from God. They didn't have to pay for the magic. They didn't have to go sacrifice for the magic. It was given as part of the assignment. And somebody that wasn't born with it and doesn't respect it properly wanted to take it anyways. I'm hearing the ancestors singing. Okay. So they're happy. So there's a curse on their life, an attachment as well. So this person's being used as a workhorse, but spiritually, they're spiritually a slave. They're in some type of matrix, some type of concentration camp in the spirit. They are. They're being ridden around. They're a highway. They're a highway for entities right now. Their ancestors are so happy. The ancestors are so happy. The ancestors are so happy. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La, 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 la. Ooh, they're talking right away. Ooh, they're talking. Dynamism. Okay, so this is a has many spirits. It's a very spiritually gifted person. And they they are not a creator. They're a creator, but they're one of the fierce creator spirits. So I forget, there is a version of Brahma that comes with Shiva. I don't know. I can't remember right now. Um, and again, Pisces energy, but it's Eindri. It's Eindri. Eindri. They also have Eindri. We may also have Eindri. That's the Queen of Heaven. There's a few Queens of Heaven. Ablo is one, but that's Aditi. Eindri is Aditi's son's wife. Eindri is the wife of Aditi's son. Aditi's son is Indra, the king of heaven. So remember remember Tripura Sandari Aditi, similar energy. So the divine life before it is born, divinity, inert divinity. No wonder we got this child. Inert divinity that comes under my domain. Now it makes sense. So, okay. We had a lot of energy pop out here. So here's what the ancestors say. Precision. And this is about grounding, because this is a very dynamic person, but it comes through their wisdom. They can't even remember their previous lifetimes right now. The ancestors are saying that's a problem. Aspiration. I'm hearing it like that. Like aspirimitu is another thing. So remember when I was channeling the masculine, and I don't remember what I was saying. Part of what he was saying is like, I'll do what you do if I want your life. I'm not guided by what you do. I don't want your guidance right now because you're not walking the path that I want to be walking. Why would I be following you? But he does need to own his path. He has power in his hands. He needs to see the snake around the neck. This is Shiva. It looks like a snake around the neck. I love turtlenecks. It's not a snake, but it looks like a snake. I saw snake. Shiva. Look at this crown. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Shiva. I'm getting Shiva, man. I'm getting Baba. I call Shiva brother, but Vishnu Baba, Papa Densu. But Bari Bachi. So when I say that, it's brother. Um, Apaju. So also grandfather. Apaji. Yeah, but we're being taught right now, and we've gone somewhere, like convent. We've gone for a few weeks, 8 weeks from home. So it means 4 moons, half moon, new moon, full moon, 4. So 2 new moons, 2 full moons. We've gone away from home to Baba's house, grandfather's house. So the Lord of Time, Lord Shiva, the Guru Dev, his incarnate. So we've gone to take residence in the oversoul of Lord Shiva as the father of time for 8 weeks of education, learning. And this is to the masculine. So the masculine soul, he said that. And he said we. So he has feminine and masculine in him. This is a two spirit. Okay, duh, Shiva, duh, 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 duh. Okay. Duh. Duh. Doi. Okay, so this is a woman, a goddess in the body of a man. And this dude has not been living in his power for lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. Okay. Girl, what is this channel? Okay. All right. Espiritu me. Look at me. Look what I do. He don't want, no. See, with a man, you say, homie, you had a problem. Let him quabble, quibble, whatever. Then when he says, okay, I got a problem. Here's a solution. Do you want it? Yes or no? That's it. That's all. I have a solution to a problem you might not know you have. I see something. Are your eyes open, Mr. Man? That's how you talk to him. You don't do this little, oh, cool, cool, kumbaya, lullaby. Oh, you got a boo boo. Let me kiss you goodbye. No. Homie, you got a problem. Wait, wait. Yeah, I got the solution. Wait, wait. Oh, you want it? Wait, wait. So you want my advice? That's a yes. Are you consenting to me to advise you? Okay. You're consenting for me to advise you? Okay. Wait, wait. Yes, that's a yes. It's a definitive. Okay, here's what I see. Here's what I know. Here's the resources. Here's the receipts. Go do your work. Let me know. Check in with me. Bye. That's how you talk to a man. Okay. He doesn't want to be walked around the block like a dog on a leash. He's feeling that. And I think we're triggering a wound. It might be a mother's wound because the 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 obstacle, the wall, the karma that we're hitting, the reason it's karmic right now, it comes from something inherited from the father, and the mother tried to wrangle. Yeah, I'll go the extra mile for a child. If you a man, I'm going to dump you. If you came through my lineage, okay, you's a mess, child of mine. But let's get you cleaned up here. You hear what I'm saying? So I feel like that's the attitude his mother took towards him. Maybe a little bit harsher, demasculating. So we have lightness. So, but look at this old man. And I got that. I have Saturn in the first house. I chill out as I get older. Boy, if you met me as a child, oof, I was a little old man. You could not budge me. I was immovable and I would stare you down as a little old boy. You could mess with me. I'm much more easy as an adult. So look how old this guy is. This dude is mature. This is Padrino, eh? Okay. So lightness. Take unclench, man. Take a load off. Life was messed up to you. Shit got effed up, homie. I get it. Okay, man. But you carry all that with you. You're gonna break your back, homie. You won't carry around baggage for 40 years. Be my guest. Uh, you can just chill out, dude, homie. You can just be okay. Simplicity. You can smell the roses, enjoy the sacred geometry, the synchronicity of it all. You ain't gotta. You don't need to be hyper vigilant, head on the swivel. This God will show you a sign, high priest. The Lord will show you, chosen one, adeloso. The Lord will show you a sign when you need to know. Just go with the flow. Be natural, homie. That's what the ancestors are saying. Like you carrying around your burdens, carrying around your wounds. Yeah, wading in the water. Okay, the ancestors are. This is a melanated man. There's more. Break free. Be free. Yeah, be. Mm. Yeah, this. He's a sexy guy. This guy is very sexy. Ooh. Okay. Well, you got it going on. You've been blessed with the face. You better use it, homie. Be about something more than your looks, though. Okay, buddy. I like that for you. Okay, so I'm catching a vibe from this one. He's a melanated brother. He's a king, hidden, very well hidden. Okay, so this is what the ancestors are saying. That's a message directly to him from them. His integrity. They're reminding him of simplicity for integrity. This revolution is dynamism. He doesn't have to get into a box because he is the box. He made the box. He owns the box. People pay him rent for the box. He needs to be collecting fees, not running around chasing no nothing. Go ahead and sit down on the throne. Have a little, the little ratas cucarachas report to the throne. Not no none of this. Okay, so we'll leave it. Okay, well there you go. I knew that was. They came through. I missed this deck. I need to use this deck. Yeah. So now the fathers. So the fathers need him to be more masculine in this life. That's why he came, because this is who he is in the spirit. This is who he is in the spirit. But the ancestors need him to walk like this in this world, in this life, because he doesn't stand strong. He'll sit there with all the wisdom of the elders and let you walk all over him. He'll martyr himself. He'll make a sacrifice in his soul for the soul in front of him to have the opportunity to mature. That's great. You make all those sacrifices, but you birth some babies and do that for them. Don't do it for some wayward soul that you don't even have the same lineage with. Okay, that's where we're at. That's where we might have found ourselves. This is a martyr soul. He's a Javioso child. I know it. I know it. I know it. I know he's a Javios, Mr. H, Shango child. I know it. So he needs to transmute that. Um, he needs to turn that wisdom into youthfulness, into something creative energy as well. Because he can detox people. He's a okay. So there's a version of Shiva that deals with poison. That's his god. Oh my gosh, I'm Chinamastica. So whenever the cemetery spirits come out, they always I don't do cemetery anything. Maybe I'll take a child to Zogbe, but I don't do cemetery anything. So Chinamasticani. Okay, so he's brethren. He this is okay. So he will sacrifice himself for his children. Um, he needs to start a dynasty. Okay, he needs we need to bear fruit for him because he is not attached. He's already attained in the previous life everything. He can't even hope, wish, and pray in this life because he doesn't need anything in his soul. All he needs is some kids, and it doesn't need to be babies. But I'm getting that. But I also hear that somebody we need to make music. We need to start a business. Um, I'm hearing multiple things, and now they're quiet. Okay, so there we go. The messages are that's it. It's been an honor and a pleasure to serve you. We're being trained to be a healer here. Smash that like button. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.